Here are the best 7 purchases that I've made in my 20s and made a meaningful impact in all areas of my life. Now you can make these purchases at any age, but because I'm still in my 20s, that's when I made them. And now a Rolex is now one of them. But what's great about these purchases is that they had a much larger return than the investment that I put in, or the investment that I could have gotten by investing the same amount of money in an index fund, for example. Purchase number 1, an event outfit. For men, this is going to be a suit. Ladies, you know your dressy outfits better than I do, so I'm not gonna say anything about it. But this information also applies to you. Here's the thing that will probably shock most of you. Attractive people are perceived as more trustworthy and also tend to earn a lot more during their careers. Not only that, but attractive people also have a much easier life when it comes to dating and relationships. While this may seem superficial, it is what it is. I did not make the rules. But what we can do is to maximize our attractiveness in a few ways, one of them being the way that we dress. Now here's a story about my experience on this. I bought my first tailored suit when I was in college, and at that time I did not see any meaningful impact of my investment, especially when it came to my earning power. But things changed when I entered the work world, when I started going to internships and interviews. That's when the investment started to pay off. You might be wondering, like, how did this happen? It's very simple. By dressing well, I was able to make a great first impression, and I was showing respect to the other parties that I was interacting with. What also happened is that I had a lot more confidence, so the interaction experience was a lot smoother. By feeling better myself, I was also making the others with whom I was interacting feel a lot better too. After I started working, it also made an impact in my career progression. I had a few slip-ups, I'm not gonna deny it. There were times when I fell off my practice and I did not dress as well as I could. But when I went back to dressing well, I immediately saw a difference. Like, the feedback was immediate. I started getting more compliments, I started being noticed more, and I also started being pushed to events, and all this contributed to my career progress and earning power. As a man, the first thing that I would buy in my 20s or later on, it does not matter, is a tailored suit. For the gentlemen watching this video, you have 3 color options for buying a multi-purpose suit: navy, charcoal, and light gray. If I were you, I would not start with black. Black, it's too formal. Buy a black suit only after you have at least 2 of the colors that I've just mentioned. At least that's how I would do it. You can start this at any age, but if you are early in your career or you are in college, you can go with Zara or something in that price range. But here's the key. You must take that suit to a tailor afterwards. This is non-negotiable. Just make sure that the shoulders of the suit fit. The rest of the things can be altered, but the shoulders must fit because it's very difficult to have them altered. And if you buy a suit from Zara, it's not worth it. Another tip to maximize your spending on this is to wait until the seasonal sale, because you will be able to buy a suit for about 40% off. Purchase number 2, dental care and fixes. A beautiful smile is one of the most attractive features of a human being. It increases our attractiveness by a lot. Like, even if we don't dress that well, if we have a nice smile, it can compensate for some slip-ups. Just like with dressing well, because it increases our attractiveness, we have higher chances of earning more over the course of our career, but it also improves our chances of surrounding ourselves with better and more attractive people. It's basically a self-reinforcing cycle. Luckily, I was born with a good dental structure, so I did not need braces, but I needed a lot of checkups and fixes throughout my life so far. If you don't believe what I'm telling you about this, look at this picture. It is a night and day difference before and after, right? Right. Nowadays, there are so many options to improve our dental care and our smile that it is a godsend. It is much easier and less painful to fix any issues related to the structures of the teeth. Technologies like Invisalign are amazing. Give it a try, you will never regret this purchase. Number 3, gym membership or fitness equipment if you work out at home. Purchasing my first gym membership was hands down the best decision I've ever made. The physical changes that came with constantly working out are just a fraction of the benefits that I got from this. For example, I became more disciplined and organized. I developed the ability to push through even when I don't feel like it. I developed my mental toughness. The other benefits that I experienced was aging slower. I look a lot younger for my age than other people that do not work out regularly. I think better, more clearly, I can focus easier, and I also learn to not give up when I don't visually see progress. Another benefit that I will not give up for anything is the knowledge about nutrition. The knowledge that I gained on this journey taught me everything I needed to know about getting lean and staying lean. It is not that complicated to get started on this. YouTube is full of excellent information on how to get started in both working out and nutrition. And don't forget, keep it simple. You do not have to overcomplicate things. Purchase number 4, quality food. Constantly. Like I said, the first thing that happened after I started working out was to become interested in nutrition. These two things go hand in hand. I've seen it time and time again, and it's the same process that I've been through. So if you embark on the working out journey, this process is probably going to be similar for you too. But many times when I talk about eating quality food, people misunderstand it. Quality food, in my opinion, does not mean that you always have to buy grass-fed meat, cage-free eggs, organic vegetables, or a golden goose that lays golden eggs. Eating quality foods, in my opinion, means that we mostly eat whole foods that are packed with vitamins and minerals that are needed by our bodies to function properly. And from my experience, buying quality foods is a lot less expensive than buying the regular stuff that people buy when they go grocery shopping. I can only speak from my experience, but after many years of experimenting with my body, I found out what works best for me, so I will share that with you. I mostly eat white rice, eggs, meat, especially beef, some liver, oranges, bananas, berries, and other fruits that make me feel well. I eat some Greek yogurt here and there, and a variety of veggies like broccoli, cucumber, and bell peppers. That's pretty much it. I avoid seed oils, I avoid grains, and I avoid hard dairy. Not because I cannot tolerate them, but because they do not make me feel very well. How do I know that they do not make me feel very well? It's super simple. When I eat them constantly, I either get pimples, some red spots on my skin, and also some digestive discomfort. It's amazing how our bodies tell us when we put in something that's fishy for us. And I like to eat like this because of the benefits that I get. For example, I have constant energy levels throughout the day. I can focus easily and I can stay focused. I don't crash or get sleepy after eating. And I see a lot of people around me having lunch and then crashing. My skin health improved. Like a lot of my pimples and dark spots just went away. And my emotions are pretty stable. This is my experience based on what I eat. Purchase number 5, upgrading my work environment. I spend around 8 to 10 hours of my day sitting at a desk, either at my office or at my home. That's more than a third of my life. So investing in my work environment to have a better experience for a third of my life, it is well worth it. I wasn't always thinking like this though. When I was in college, I was sitting on a basic chair. That was not making life easier when it came to learning and working. No. There were times when my butt was hurting so bad and my legs were hurting so bad from sitting for way too long on that chair. And here's the psychological problem with this. When we are doing an activity, we often associate the feeling and the emotion with that activity. So in my case, pain was associated with studying and working, even on the things that I was interested in. So in a way, I was sabotaging myself by not making the investment in the things that I needed to make my work environment more enjoyable. Things improved drastically after I invested in a quality chair. We can get away with a basic desk, but the chair is critical for posture and for working experience. After making this investment, I can now sit for 3 to 4 hours straight without any discomfort whatsoever. Also, any leg pain and any back pain that I had disappeared. The same thing happened with my brother. I was lucky I was able to pass this information a lot sooner to him. He made the investment and his lower back pain and his leg pain completely vanished in like 2 weeks. Now I look forward to sitting at my desk every single day, getting the work done, getting the learnings in. So overall, I can focus better, I get a lot more done, and I also have a much better experience for over a third of my life. Number 6. Mattress. So we work for a third of our life and then we sleep for about a third of our life. Like with the work environment, it makes a lot of sense to also invest in our sleep environment, right? Right. You already know this. A good sleep experience improves all areas of our life. It slows down aging, it reduces the risk of disease so much that it's actually scary. It helps us lose more body fat and preserve more muscle mass if we work out and try to lose some weight, and it makes a big difference in mood and productivity. Plus, a mattress lasts like a decade. So if you divide the purchase price of a quality mattress by the number of days that you are going to use that mattress, it will turn out to be an investment of a few cents per day. Now tell me, would you pay a few cents per day for all the above benefits? Of course you would. Number 7, and the one that ties them all, self-education. School did not teach me anything about health, wealth, or relationships. Like nothing. All my knowledge in these areas came from self-education, like books, courses, and YouTube videos. Like some of the resources were free, and for some I had to pay. For example, I made an investment of $400 in a real estate investment course. But the knowledge that I gained from that course generated me over $5,000 when I made my first investment. Plus, that knowledge will continue to pay dividends throughout my entire life. I will always use that knowledge, and I can always refer to that knowledge when I will make another investment. As Benjamin Franklin said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Alright everyone, if you enjoyed this video, you might also like this other video that I made. And until next time, take care and have a wonderful day. Peace.